Hi and welcome to the Arsenal Circle, here to talk to you today about the 3-0 win against Brentford. I've got a couple things to talk about because I'm really excited. I loved watching this match. It embodies Arsenal Football Club. It was such a good match in total. And yeah, so the first point I wanted to make, I obviously have just got back and was not able to watch the full match, and I had to watch it on Twitter because it wasn't on telly. But the first thing I do want to talk about is Gabriel Jesus. Now I'm gonna say his name once again, just so you can hear it. Gabriel Jesus. He's the absolute GOAT. He's so good. Watching him play today, you just watch how he transcends the Arsenal front line and makes it into from an okay attack to, competing with the best attacks in the Prem. Because, we talk about Spurs, we talk about City, we talk about United, we talk about, I was going to say Chelsea, but their attack's dead. Liverpool, for example. All of these teams with elite attacks, like forwards. But we are able to now compete with them just because of Gabriel Jesus, right? This guy played so well today, I don't even know how to put it into words. He was just that good. And his header was just creme de la crop and that. You get me? Let's talk about Saliba's goal quickly. Good goal and a good performance from him. Just header and, it went past the line. It didn't hit the net because Raya hit it out, but it was already past the line. Good to see Bukayo Saka get 2 assists today. Everyone's talking about how he's going off of form. He's, but he's still getting his numbers up, right? Yeah, just a really good performance today. Look at this, right? 65% possession, 13 shots compared to 5, 7 shots on target compared to 2. We were just a dominant team, and it was like an enjoyable game to watch. Now, I want to talk about the attack a bit more because this is what I noticed, right? When we attack, Martinelli comes next to Jesus, and we have these two up front. We had Saka coming in the middle, Vieira going out right. We had Jesus going out right. None of these things can happen at the same time because players can't be in multiple places. I'm just saying where players were able to play. Jesus was coming to the left, Martinelli coming to the right, Tierney coming into the left wing, Xhaka coming into like a cam spot, and Partey and these three were always back. Actually, you know what? That's not even true. Ben White even came forward a lot of the time. Ben White was the furthest forward in a few of the free kicks, and this guy is looking more like an actual fullback, despite the fact that he's a centre-back. He can definitely do it, and I could definitely see him playing at a CDM role as well, if we need that sort of backup, right? And that's good to see. Decent game from Ramsdale and Gabriel, although they didn't have much to do. Same can be said for, Partey, but it was, you could see, just Partey's presence alone was enough to elevate the whole team, in a sense, right? Let's talk about Vieira. It looks like we signed the right Vieira, boys. It looks like we signed the right Vieira and the right Marquinhos, as a matter of fact. Because this guy, despite the fact that he was quiet in the first half, like he wasn't always involved with the play, this guy just balled out. He was under the radar, just balling out. You didn't have to notice it. But his goal in the 49th minute just truly epitomizes that, because he just scored a beautiful goal. It's just beautiful. That is a football goal right there. I don't know, I'm waffling, but it just is. Like, it was such a beautiful goal. And, supported by goals from Gabriel Jesus and William Saliba, we just held on to that lead for the rest of the game. If a chance came to us, we'd take it, but it's not like we were all out attack. But we did, we just generally controlled the game and the flow of the game. Quickly, I want to mention substitutes. Again, it seems to be a problem with Arteta, although he, I think the biggest flaw in his game is when to use and how to use his substitutes, because 78th minute, again, we have 5 substitutes in the Premier League, and we're using our first one in the 78th minute. Bringing on Lokonga, who deserves this, by the way, for Partey, and Nketiah for Martinelli, Marquinhos for Bukayo Saka, and here we can see Ethan Nwaneri, allow that name pronunciation. That is not an easy one to say. But he is now the youngest Premier League footballer ever to actually get minutes, obviously. 15 years old and 180 days, I believe it is. Yeah, he came on. I don't even know if he touched the ball, but I guess he looks good. I don't know. His positioning wasn't bad. Marquinhos also came on. Yeah, but look, there's not much to talk about with these substitutes because you don't give him many minutes. As always, Nketiah just looks good when you bring him on. Fresh legs. And Lokonga, fine. Tomiyasu was good reinforcement. But, you know, I just find it difficult to talk about the substitutes, really. Because Arteta's bringing him on too late. That's the only criticism I have with this game, really. Because apart from that, it was just a solid, bog standard 3-0 win against Brentford, right? Something we couldn't do last season, might I add. Yeah, no. Really happy with the performance. I'm going to quickly talk about... Will I talk about Brentford? Oh, yeah. Shit. I didn't even mention the lineup. And the fact that Odegaard's out. Yeah. It's a shame. And Zinchenko, they're still out. I'm going to hope that they are back for the North London derby because we need them. Although, you know, Vieira still looks really good. I wouldn't mind having Vieira there for that match instead of Odegaard. I just think we need Zinchenko for that match. Just to solidify our attack and our defence. Yeah, so let's go on to Brentford. Henry looked really impressive. Although, you know, not a lot of them looked impressive because they barely had the ball. But, you know, Hickey and Henry, the two wing-backs, always, you know, they always look good. And today they did as well. You know, I still kind of wish we got Hickey, but obviously Zinchenko is the better signing. Tony had a couple chances, and Wemu was kind of silent. And to be honest, Raya didn't have a great game, even though they were hard saves to make. But it's just about awareness. With that first save against Saliba, like, Saliba's headed the ball kind of... It looks like he's passing it, but it just goes in. And Raya's just not aware of that. I don't know. It wasn't necessarily a bad game from him. I'm just being picky. Referee didn't have much to do either, as you can see. Just 2 yellow cards in the whole game. Both coming Arsenal's way. Of course, Granit Xhaka got one. And Gabriel Jesus in the 90th, which is unfortunate, especially for my FPL. But, yeah. Overall, just a really good game, and I was just really pleased to see the way we were playing football. Like, Arteta, just top notch, right? I just loved to see it, and the fans were great today. So let me know what you thought about today's game against Brentford. Yeah, so I'm back now, so I'll be doing videos daily, hopefully. And yeah, like if you enjoyed, and subscribe. See you all later. Bye.